over! There's nothing on. What is this? Not a party unless there's a banana.
Party time!
Wait, what? What? No. Joe, this is your subconscious. Subconscious?
We're going to talk to you about the nervous system.
What? I thought school was over.
I'm going to talk to you about the nervous system! Let's start here. Here's your brain. You have a spinal cord running through your brain down your spine. Makes sense, right? And you have things called nerves. They're all around your body. You have the central nervous system, which has the brain and the spine, and the peripheral nervous system, which is everything else. That's not in the central nervous system. Get it? Good job. Hello, Joseph. Close the tablet. We have much to discuss. We're going to talk about nerves right now. Are you okay with that? Good.
Меня зовут Алексей.
E.
You can take this class, of course, but electives are not going to be something you have a hard time finding. Okay.
This is America, communism. There are three types of neurons: sensory neurons, interneurons, and motor neurons. Your five senses receive information from the world around you. The sensory neurons send that information through nerve impulses to the interneurons. The interneurons process this information, then send it through the motor neurons back to the effector, which is a muscle or something that brings about a response. I'm a cell body.
He's a cell body.
He is a cell body as well.
I'm a cell body.
My arm represents the axon.
His arm is an axon.
His fingers are the dendrites.
My fingers are dendrites.
That'll do. This nano is the nerve impulse. So, I send the nerve impulse through the axon to the dendrites of the next cell.
How did I get here?
There are two types of nerve cells, neurons and neuroglia.
So neurons transmit nerve impulses, as we've said before. Now neuroglia, what they do is this nourish and support the neuron, help maintain homeostasis, aid in signal transmissions, and form the myelin sheath. Now a myelin sheath is when Schwann cells wrap around neurons 100 times. It's a lot.
So Joe, we're going to learn about resting potential and action potential.
Ugh, I hated those.
Listen, I'm in charge here. I don't care if you hate something or not. Resting potential and action potential involves two main substances: potassium, represented by this banana, and sodium, represented by this salt. At resting potential, there is far more potassium inside the axon than when an action potential occurs. To have an action potential, first, sodium gates in the axon need to open. This allows a lot of sodium to get inside the axon. Then the potassium gates open, allowing a lot of potassium to exit. When the threshold is reached, an action potential occurs in that part of the axon. During an action potential, polarity is changed, and there's far more sodium inside that section of the axon than the potassium. Joe, we're going to talk about the limbic system. The limbic system is for higher mental functions, such as memory, learning, language, and speech. The hippocampus is used for memory and learning. That's where we are. in your hippocampus. The hippocampus is in the limbic system, which is in the nervous system. The left side of the brain and the right side of the brain have different functions. The left side of the brain is used for logic. For example, math. The right side of the brain is used for things like creativity. For example, music. Listen up, Joe. We're going to talk about the somatic system.
So basically, the somatic system is a system within the nervous system that consists of muscles and things like that. So basically, there's a lot of reflex arcs in the somatic system. Reflex arcs don't even go to the brain. It sends it straight to the spinal cord and straight back. And that's why when you put your hand on a hot stove, you immediately take it back. Because it doesn't even have to go to the brain and you don't think about it. It automatically happens. So, Joe, now we're going to talk to you about the bad stuff that can happen to your nervous system. And to do that, I have my good friend Luke, who's going to come here and talk to you about it.
Okay, now I'm going to talk to you about drug abuse. The general consequences of marijuana are lower brain processing, higher anxiety rate, and depression. And there's also alcohol. And some consequences of overusing alcohol are loss of control over the body, passing out, coma, and possible death.
There's also cocaine. The consequences of sniffing cocaine are loss of dopamine in the brain and loss of smell. And some consequences of ingesting it are also loss of blood flow to the intestines, severe bowel gangrene. And the consequences of injecting it are increased HIV risk and hepatitis. And one disease of the nervous system is called Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's disease is called dementia disease, and this means that it causes memory loss.
You don't remember me?
The greatest known risk of developing Alzheimer's is aging, and it usually affects people that are 65 or older. And about 5% of people affected by this disease are under 50 years old. Another disease of the nervous system is Parkinson's. Parkinson's disease affects the brain and causes loss of control over the body. Some causes of Parkinson's are loss of dopamine to the brain and genetics. And Parkinson's usually affects people around the age 60 and older.
And that, young Padawan, was the nervous system.
Alright, cool. What do you mean, just cool? It's more than cool!
Whoa.
Take it easy.
Yeah, the crazy student.